What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. We're going to be reacting to One Piece episode 882. I understand that this week is going to be the first time that we hear Green Bull, and I want to see how much of chapter 905 we actually get to hear, see in the episode. So I know that it's going to mainly be recap, just like last week, but I really wanted to do the reaction regardless. And plus, it's Marineford, man. Who cares? It's going to be greatness. So let me go right here and let's get right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Superpowers! Dun, 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 dun. I want to see what kind of visuals that they have in the opening this week, because you know how usually in certain portions of the opening they change up the visuals, so we can see either what's going to be happening. Well, so far for the Reverie arc, they've been doing only specific stuff for episodes, like what's happening in the episode and whatnot. So I'm excited to see what they're going to have in this week's. They're probably going to have a combination of like Marineford events and a little bit of the Reverie, and seeing a little bit of the Mighty Joyce. I'm really excited to see what it is and how far they get into chapter 905, because I doubt they cover the whole chapter, because I don't think they'll have enough time to cover all of chapter 905 with all the flashbacks that are happening in this episode, unless the Marineford flashback isn't half the episode like it has been for the past couple of them. So I'm excited to see how they do this week's episode. And plus, I really want to hear my boy Green Bull, man. Just hearing him and is gonna give me some sort of insight into, that's one thing I love about the One Piece anime is whenever I'm reading the manga, I hear their voices a lot of times. So whenever I for example, like Katakuri, after hearing him being voiced by Sugita, from then on, that's all whenever I go back and read a One Piece chapter, it's got a Katakuri in it. Alright, let's see what they got. Okay! Alright! I got your host, man. And my boy Garp. Garp. As Whitebeard would say. Garp. Yes, we got superpower. I still can't believe that they have this scene in there. I really can't. Out of all the scenes, that's the one that I can't believe is in the opening. But at least it's super out of context, so. This opening sequence is so cool. It's so cool. Look at how much of a savage Shanks looks right there, man. Looks like a freaking monster. Worst generation, bro. Monkey D. Luffy. New Marineford, man. That's just sick. Freaking art thing. They're closing on the bounty poster for the picture. The Paramount War, the inherited will of the King of the Pirates. I have to give it up to Kizaru's new VA for still keeping the spirit of Kizaru in his voice, man. I really do appreciate it. In the same way that I appreciated Roger's new VA, still keeping that same spirit, you know. Look at Sengoku, bro. I'll never forget first reading this, man. When the Straw Hats fell out of the sky, I was so hyped. I think we went on break that week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. But I know that, oh my god, bro, because first we were sweating. Like, when is Whitebeard going to show up? Weeks went on, we got Whitebeard. And then weeks went on, then we got the Straw Hats showing up. We're like, what? Like, what is going on? It was wild, man. I just finished rewatching this entire arc earlier this year. The entire saga, I should say, because I rewatched from Sabaody to Post for like the billionth time. Boy, Edward Newgate, bro. I love Whitebeard. You know, Ace is a character that throughout the years has just continued to grow and go up my list of favorites, man. I just feel like every time that I actually sit down and think about it, Ace goes even higher and higher. And I think it's because the older that I get, the more I come to appreciate his character. But I really, really do love Ace, man. Goldie flipping Ace, bro. Especially in the video games. Like, I use the Flagnards out of Ace in the games. But as an actual character, I've really come to appreciate Ace, man. Maybe one day I'll make a video on it, who knows. I say that a lot about a lot of things, though, so... Comes the King's Hockey scene. Yamero. No. King's Hockey, man. Man. That scene was so flipping hype, bro. No, Kozo. Yo, Whitebeard's voice actors too go, man. Kozo. These volumes are so amazing, man. So amazing. Volumes 57 to 59. 30 chapters of some of the most incredible content you'll ever find, man. You know, one scene that always gets me hyped. Oh, hold on. Gotta give shout outs to the Buddha, yo. Fusen! I love this scene. My boy, Mr. 3 is like, take the cave! And then out of the fire comes the legends, the GOAT tag team. God, I love this scene, man. Yes, did you see the flame? This scene in the anime was so godly, man. I love this scene, man. Man, bro. I real deal thought the man was saved, bro, at this point. I really, really did. I was so happy, bro. Like, I really... Because when the arc was coming in, we were theorizing, and especially in my head, and it's just seeing people talk about it on the forums at the time, like, everybody was like, Whitebeard's gonna be the one to die. But bro, when Ace died, I was like, bro, like that was one of the most shocking moments in all of my years of reading manga, man. It's like, it's One Piece. If a character's gonna die, it's damn sure not gonna be one of ours. The fact that it was, man, still hurts to this day. Man, Akainu, bro. Takes off the hat, wipes the sweat off. Puts it on. Magma and fire, man. I love Akainu, man. Yeah, I remember I received a comment in a video whenever I said that Akainu was pretty much my favorite Marine. Like, got me sick in the head. And I was like, listen, man. I love villains. I love I love characters that I'm supposed to hate that I love. Like, there's characters that I'm supposed to hate that I hate. But not Akainu, man. I can't hate Akainu, bro. He's just too good at his job. That man is a pure heel. And he's so beast. I mean, I hate him for what he did to Ace, of course, but I like Akainu's. Love me some Akainu, man. This is never an easy scene to digest, man. I've seen this and read it, seen in games. It's never easy, bro. It's flipping Ace, you feel me? This is one of the most powerful scenes. Like, one of my best friends and I would always, like, mimic Ace saying arigato whenever we would, like, say thank you. But even with that inside joke, when I actually hear him say it in the anime, I end up tearing up sometimes. Because it's flipping Ace, bro. Arigato. It never doesn't hurt, right? It always hurts, bro. I had chills right there, bro, and I've seen this like a million times. Jeez, man. That's just the connection we have to these characters, bro. What a legend, bro. My boy Ace, dog. Thank you for loving me, man. I love that panel, dude. That is top 5 most iconic double spreads in the entire series. Thank you for loving me. There's a lot of them in the One Piece, but we have Blackbeard coming up in there, yo. And then this chapter is still to this day one of my favorite chapters anything ever. I still have to make a list of my favorite One Piece chapters ever. This 576, which is when Whitebeard dies, is to me, I think, top 3. When Shanks shows up, dog, I will never forget, man. I don't think anybody will ever forget. If you weren't spoiled on Shanks showing up, when Shanks shows up, that was one of the most hyped things I have ever seen, bro. That was like the epitome of hype. God. Only because it's you all allow it, Sengoku, man. You know, I put so much thought into that statement. Whitebeard's last words. One Piece wa Jitsuzai suru. Whitebeard's VA was a legend, man. May he rest in peace, bro. It's like I told King of Lightning, man. His honor, his legacy, his legend will live on forever in King of Lightning's One Piece videos. Real talk. I told them, man, keep that in your One Piece videos, bro. Yo, the gondola, man. Feels like just yesterday I was reading this chapter. Good old soap bubbles. Red Port. This is a perfect soundtrack to play in this situation. Dun, 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 dun. The last special, was it the special or was it the movie? One of those two that I played the soundtrack in it. It was a good soundtrack. Every time I hear the soundtrack, I think of Water 7. Every single, without fail, this is one of those soundtracks that when I think about it, I think back to those first, like from episode 230 to 236. Always think about that part. Yo, we're actually seeing them. I didn't think that we would see them. My boy! My gente! King Taco. Burger Ham Lincoln, man. Shout out to the One Piece podcast. Burger Ham Lincoln, man. I may walk slowly, but listen to this. I'll never turn around. I never get tired of that, man. This dude. My boy Garp. At this point, it had been so long since we've seen Garp, man. It was so great to see him again. Neptune. My boy Garp, man. It's good to hear his voice again. That legendary laugh. Come on, Shirahoshi. To the mighty joy. Shirahoshi. His next episode will have her moment. Massive deal. A massive deal. Here we go. This is what I've been waiting for, bro. Fuji. Look at Green Bull. That's a voice I've heard before. Is that Maze Hughes? From Fullmetal Alchemist? What an interesting voice for him. I like it. Because it's so different compared to the others. This is like a lighter voice. Like everyone else's is kind of deep. Or on the slowish side. I'm so lazy. I haven't eaten anything for 3 years. Well, let's see the preview for next week. Oh, snap! Bro, we're gonna see it from their perspective! Oh, that's gonna be sick! Oh, I can't wait for next week's episode! Next week's episode is gonna be mad emotional, but it's gonna be so beast! So Toei's gonna give some more backstory into that plan that was... Okay, alright. Alright, Toei. I'm genuinely excited for episode 883. Like, really, really excited now. Oh, man, that's going to be nice. For multiple different reasons. But next week's, or I should say this week's episode is going to be nice. I can't wait. But aside from that, the Marineford recap ran longer than I expected, but it is the Marineford. It is Marineford, so it doesn't surprise me, and it was great. I mean, I had chills seeing Ace's final words again. So I understand. Like I said, I've come to grips with the fact that they are trying to use the Reverie arc to get as many casual viewers or people that just got into the series or kids who weren't born when Marineford was going on, and kids who just started watching One Piece randomly one day, and they want to catch them up through recaps, or even adults who just started watching One Piece and they don't feel like watching the whole series, so they give them the recaps. That's all a lot of people keep up to the normal thing, because not everyone, of course, goes back to episode 1 like we do, and watches the whole thing. There's a lot of people that just watch the latest episode of a television show and just keep watching, and a lot of people do that even with One Piece. So I understand why it is they're doing it and why they're giving all these recaps, especially in an arc like this that's taking place before Wano. And if they're expecting Wano to be a heavy hitter in the ratings, and especially with the fact that they got a new movie coming out, and so they want to get as many people as possible caught up to and really caring about the One Piece story. So that's why we're getting a lot of these flashbacks, and it does make sense to have them in the Reverie arc. I expected this. So, but overall, the Reverie portions of the episode, I did not expect Green Bull's voice to sound like that. I remember somebody telling me that who his voice actor is, and I just don't remember the name now. But he sounds a lot like Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist. He really, really does. And I think that's who he is. But aside from that, the other portions was nice seeing Garp again. It was really nice being able to see the diagram, and showing the new Marineford and where everything's located, and now the G1 and where the former Marineford was. Seeing the gondolas and seeing all of the like Burgerham Lincoln. Shout out to the One Piece podcast again for that hilarious stuff coming up in there, and some of the other country leaders showing up. It was really nice seeing them in animated form. But aside from that, man, that's all I got. I'm really excited for next week's episode. 883 is going to be a banger. I can just feel it in my bones. 883 is going to be a banger of an episode. So I can't wait for that one, man. But I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. One Piece greatness. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I'll see y'all next time.